Yo, 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 good morning, party people. How's everybody going? So here it is, round two, man. Mondays, I want to do something different. I want to get some people on here. I got my man, Aaron Aponte in the house. And I just want to pump it up a little, man. What's going on, Shout out Derek? How you doing, man? What's going on? What's going on? So we want to talk to people out there together, man. I want to start this conversation. I'm going to start inviting a lot of people to get on with me on Mondays. I think 9:30 is going to be a good time. I see that my man Aaron Aponte is in the house. I've never done this before. Bring these, no, not DC. Where you at, Aaron? Right there. Bring Aaron onto the camera. So I'm about to do that right now. I'm bringing my man Aaron on. That's my first time doing this, and we're gonna do, some conversations, man. Some talking, with different people. What's going on, Aaron? How are you?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. I'm so excited. This is my first time ever having a guest on it, and I had to be you, man. We talked about this. How long ago did we talk about this?
Oh man, it's been a while, bro. Like almost 6 months, man. We were talking about getting live together and beasting this out. So I'm hearing the music, and I'm like, all right, now I'm getting all amped up. I'm sitting down, getting all amped up right now.
So and it's so funny. I'm really excited that it's you, the first person that I'm talking with, man. Because we met. I just want to bring a little. We just met through the industry, right? We never knew each other. We have mutual friends. We reached out to each other respectfully. Right? We just chatted about ourselves, and then I asked you what you were doing, right? You didn't have to ask me. I kind of asked you because it was just natural. We were just converting. We were talking about positive in our business and how it's benefiting both of us in our lives, but we never mentioned anything. I asked you and you asked me, and we shared with each other. We wished each other luck. We stayed in touch. We support one another. And that's what I really like about this business. It's just like anything. It's just like two people who are on the right track, doing things, growing other people that just, connected. How do you feel about that?
That's one of the biggest things I love about our industry. A lot of people, they get comfortable and they feel like they can only communicate with people in their own company. And so when we met, different companies, but we have the same passion to change lives, to impact lives. And, when we spoke, I was like, man, we got to go live together. I saw your energy, and I'm like, man, our energy is just powerful just to put it to the masses, to impact people, to help people. And everybody has the same mission. Like, this industry is so big, and yet people think it's small. And it really is. It's such a big industry, but people think it's small, and they don't realize everybody can win in it. Everybody can win. Everybody can eat. Everybody can have fun. Everybody can change their own personal lives as long as you want to help each other grow. And I learn from everybody. I learn from you a lot. I watch your videos in the morning. I see you getting all amped up. I'm driving to the gym, and I'm like, all right, now he's got his music going. And you getting amped up. I'm getting amped up. And I'm like, that's what it's all about. Because you can learn from each other. It doesn't mean, oh, man, this person's not in my company. Let me disregard everything they're doing. And I feel like a lot of times people have that mindset to not learn from one another. They're not my company, can't learn from them. They don't have the same, not on the same products I'm on, can't learn from them, can't even approach them, can't listen to them. And I think that's such a wrong mindset in our business. And just to know that me and you, we have a mutual respect for one another, but we also share one thing in common. We want to impact lives. We want to change lives. We want to impact the world through our messages, through our videos, and just every single day, our actions. Because actions are always going to speak louder than words, right? Our actions are out there to impact as many people as possible.
And the word that I can think of what you just said is scarcity, right? You just said it. You said it is people think it's so small. People, it's a big pie. It's huge. I got this much. Aaron's got this much. I want to share and talk with as many people, on here and just share wisdom and excitement and hope. That's what we're sharing. It's hope right now because here it is. What you need to be doing is impacting others, serving other people. That's what he just mentioned. If you're not helping other people, if you're making this about you, you're never going to win. It's not about you. It is
I
about
agree.
others and serving others. And maybe what I have is not for you. Maybe what Aaron has is for you. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to make this platform where people can go find what they want. And I don't want to have to mention what I do. I just want to mention what I do is help other people. And there are many people out there to help other people. Then the biggest thing you want to do when you're joining something like this is find somebody who's genuinely helping other people.
I
Right?
agree.
What do you think
And you
about
know what's
that?
you know what's crazy? I was thinking about this earlier as I was connecting with you and I was watching the live
You
this
got to
morning.
get a bobblehead. You have to get a
I do
bobblehead.
got I do got to get a bobblehead. I got a trophy this year, so I need a bobblehead next. But I was thinking about this. If you think about like a lot of these, Eric Warrior's about to have his GoPro
Right.
Mastery, right? But
Right.
he has all these panels of $1 million top people in their industry. Why is it that they can connect with one another, but we can't? And then when you think about that, because I was thinking about this morning, I'm like, they all connect with each other. They all do lives. They all do videos. They all come from different companies, which is the ironic part. They sit down in mastermind retreats. They learn from one another. Doesn't mean they're trying to prospect each other. Doesn't mean they're trying to let me join you or you join. No, they want to learn because this industry is so big. It's bigger than a New York pie. What you said, like this whole business is bigger than a New York pie.
It's a big
Everybody can
pie.
have a slice of it, yet they don't. They have that scarcity mindset. Like, you know what? I'm not going to learn from somebody else. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to plug myself into other people because they might try to steal me or recruit me or try to take me away from what I'm doing. And that's not the case, guys. Like, that's one of the biggest things I learned over this last year is why not learn from as many people as possible? Why not learn from people that come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different companies, and you're going to grow that way. You're only going to be able to grow because you're not just reading one book. You're not
Right.
reading one book. You're not getting one coach, one mentor, one philosopher. You're learning from hundreds, if not thousands of people every single day.
That's phenomenal. You know what? I would love to start a mastermind group with you. Thank you for mentioning that. So, maybe 3 or 4 other people that can join you and I don't want to be bigger than 5 people because it's just too much. And mastermind groups are so important for you because you push each other, and
Agreed.
especially being in the same industry and pushing each other. Just said, this, you might not, this is so amazing to gather and join forces with somebody like this. Me and him, I saw his videos, same thing. I saw his videos. He's very powerful. His videos very energetic, very loving, very giving, very caring. He answers questions that people have. And so I just reached out, man. I'm like, dude, I love your energy. We got to connect. I didn't say, you got to join me. None of this, we just got to connect. It's a big enough pie for everybody. I mean, it's not even a pie. It's a bakery. It's a bakery with different pies, man. That's big enough for everybody. It's a complete bakery, man. And so we want to touch on the topic, right? You brought it up, right? I wanted to talk about other things, and you brought up a really big topic, like why is it important? What was it that you said to me for
This
December,
month,
right?
December, most of the times in our industry, I think a lot of times people get scared to join a company or they get scared to work a business because they don't want to bother anybody. And it really bothered me when I think about this because a lot of times people basically go to hibernation this time of the year. They're like, you know what? New Year's around the corner. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna take my foot off the gas. Holidays. I got people that don't want to bother, all etc. And I look at it from this perspective. People are always gonna want change. I don't care what day of the week it is or what month it is on the calendar. People want change, but it starts with your mindset. Like, why are you waiting for January 1st when you have December 3rd? Like, tomorrow's not promised. And a lot of times right now, people are right now looking at their finances wondering how can they get their family Christmas gifts? How can they be able to take care of their kids? And they're thinking about their money and situation right now, and they're struggling. And what ends up happening when you struggle, you add on to that equation. You start adding on sadness, depression, anxiety, you name it. You start adding on problems on top of a problem when there is a solution. And the
Stacking.
solution is you're stacking
It's called
exactly.
stacking. You're stacking and stacking.
Just putting it on top of each other. And the solution is our industry, is network marketing. That is the solution. It doesn't require much. It requires you to join a company that you have a passion for, the product, and to lock arms with somebody you know is going to take you where you want to go. You can see it. And once you do that, the world, I mean, the world is yours. And that's the truth. You have the opportunity to change your life. And a lot of times people fear success as much as they fear failure. And so they look at it and think they're going to fail because it's a Christmas holiday. Well, let me tell you something right now, guys. People spend more money during this time of the year than January, than February, than March. It's a mindset. Oh, New Year's, new year, new me. And in reality, people want to close out just as much as they want to start. So it's not a matter of let me start strong. It's a matter of finishing stronger. And what is December? Last month of the year. Why would you not want to finish stronger? Why would you not want to say, I got, 28 more days left to my month ends? Why not give it my all? I could be able to make some extra money, be able to put more gifts under the tree, be able to take care of my family without leaving my house, without being able to go to all these different, like jump in a car, drive around in the wintertime, getting people in my car to make money. Why would you do that when you can literally join a business, work a business, have fun in the privacy of your home, and be able to connect and network with entrepreneurs and learn from some of the most successful people in the world, guys? Like I learned from Vic. Never met him, and I learned from him. His energy excites me. His passion excites me. And that's what this industry provides you, an opportunity to learn not only from the people that you join, but other people in this industry that can change your life forever.
Here's one for you, Aaron. That was beautiful, man. Thank you so much. In December is where I earned my vehicle. I have an XJL that I drive that is paid for by my company, and I got it in December. So December is a month to remember. And here's what I say. I started right now, Aaron. I don't know if you saw my video about this month. I'm doing 10,000 push-ups. Why December? Why December? 31 days. It gives me that extra 1 day, 2 days, right? Or one day. And here's why. Here's why, guys. If I can find the time during the crazy holidays and all this, when we get crazy and all that stuff, to do and break goals that I've never, ever done before, then that's a good way to start January, guys. It's a good way to start January. You showed yourself, you've proven to yourself that you're capable when it's the most craziest times in my life to set aside time to do the things that I need to do for me. Because you cannot fill anybody up with an empty glass. You just can't pour into anybody when you're empty. You cannot pour into. But if I'm powerful, if I conquer this month, when I have to freaking make sure that everybody else is happy, man, January, February, forget about resolutions. It's a new person. It's a new me, a stronger version of who I am. It's a stronger version of who I am, man. It's just, that's why December, 10,000 push-ups, 10,000 sit-ups. People can do these squats or whatever. 300 a day. You know what that breaks down to? 25 an hour for 12 hours. And then the last day on the 31st, I'm going to do 100 for 10 hours. Just crush it. Push myself. You got to learn to take these things. You stop making yourself fit into this little comfortable box where you leave all the things that make you great. Forget about great. As a matter of fact, great doesn't even matter, guys. Great right now in the world that we live in is fair. You get paid fair for greatness. Fairly. You know what I mean? You have to be outstanding. And the difference between great and outstanding is this much. That extra push. That extra push, man. And in December, make it a December to remember. Set some goals now. Not some resolutions. Goals that you will complete this month. You're going to run into 2019. You want 2019 to be epic? You got to be epic in December. It is the month to remember.
I love that. Vic, I'm glad you said that, and I love that saying. You can't fill somebody's cup when your cup is empty. You can't. I mean, that's fire right there. And when you said that, I was like, ooh, I felt that in me when you said that, because it's so true. I think a lot of times people wait. Let me wait till January. What are you waiting for? Like, January's not going to be a magical month. Like, it's not like all of a sudden January comes, it's like, boom, here we go. It doesn't work that way, and it never will. And I tell somebody, start now.
There's a special Uber. There's a special Uber that's going to pick you up on January 1st and take you to the travel.
Matter of fact, I see this a lot of times. You know what, man? I'm so busy, I'm overwhelmed. Let me tell you something right now. If you're busy now, you're going to be busy later. If you're not happy with your life now, you're not going to be happy later. It's just not a matter of, oh man, I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. Well, guess what? If you don't take care of yourself today, tomorrow is not going to be promised for satisfaction. Satisfaction starts with you. It starts with your mindset. It starts with saying, you know what, screw it. I'm not waiting till January 1st. I'm starting my goals now. Because you're right. It's funny you said that. Myself personally, I started a brand new fitness program I started last month. And the hardest thing to do is start during Thanksgiving holiday, because what we do on Thanksgiving, we eat. Let's be real, right? We eat and we don't care. We just stuff our face. But I challenged myself. I said, if I could do this during the hardest time, then everything else is going to be obsolete. Because then there's no challenge I'm going to face in front of me. And let me tell you, I took it before and after yesterday, 2-week difference. And I was like, holy crap. Because it's all in your mind, guys. It doesn't matter if you literally start, don't sit down and think, I got to start January to get where I want to be at. No, you got to start today where you want to be at tomorrow. Don't run the race because it's January. Run the race now, so when everybody else is running, you're ahead instead of behind. Don't be that person that's running with everybody. Be that person in front of everybody saying, I'm going to lead my own pack. I'm not sitting down waiting for everybody to run with me. I'm running my own pack. I'm running my own pace. I'm running towards my own goals, my own future, and make it a reality today, guys. Don't sit down and wait. What are you waiting for? January, let me tell you something right now. Honestly, come January, what's going to happen? Success won't come knocking on your door saying, hey, let's go. It's January. Get up. Get off your ass. Let's do this. It doesn't happen like that. It starts with you, and it starts December. It starts now.
Here's the better part, right? Let's say, what day does January 1st start on? Is it a Monday?
Wednesday.
Probably not, right? Because if it's not a Monday, then they're going to go, you know what? I'm going to take this weekend and then start Monday. This time thing, this a specific moment, specialness in your life doesn't happen. It happens when you decide that you've had enough. When you decide that being mediocre is not where you want to be anymore, and it's not really taking care of your bills. And let me tell you, man, there's so many hardworking people out there, and I love you guys. I love you guys, but you gotta have balance. If you're just constantly working, if that's all you do, and at a job. If you're not setting time, and jobs are amazing. There's amazing jobs. I'm not putting anybody in the business world down. I have a successful business as well, but you have to have balance. If something is being sacrificed, if you're just doing the next 50 years of your life working for somebody else, you're sacrificing your relationships, you're sacrificing your health, you're sacrificing so many other things. That's why, to me, and at this point in my life, my side hustle is my main hustle. I'm doing much better in my side hustle because I put and set time aside to contribute to doing something to me, to believing in myself, to my dreams and my goals and the passion that I have for helping and serving others, for you. And then let me tell you that he said it, bothering people. Here's what I got to tell you something. If you feel like you're bothering people, then you don't believe in what you have can change people's lives.
Ah.
That's it. Because for me,
you might want to say it again so they can hear that. The people in the back need to hear that one.
If you feel like you are bothering something, then your belief in the product, in your vehicle, is not strong enough. You don't believe that what you have can change people's lives. But if you believe that what you have can change people's lives, then you don't believe you're bothering people. Write that down. And that's something that I say often to people. If you believe you're bothering people, you need to check your belief in what you have, man. Really go in and learn it. Learn what you're doing. Get a belief. I mean, Rebecca Garrett, man, that's my mentor right there. I love you, Rebecca. Thank you. Her belief is killer. And my belief, I feel like I have an obligation to share with you what I'm doing. My products, what it's doing for other people. What it does for your mindset. Just being around people. Proximity, guys. Let's talk about proximity. Being around people like Aaron. I'm not even around this guy, but I got to tell you, Aaron, I love what we're doing, and it might have to be an every Monday thing, man. I don't know. Me and you will be training people for years to come, from different companies. I don't think anybody else has done that.
You know what's crazy is I think about, you know, where I'm at, and guys, I've been doing this 5 years. It's crazy. My 5 year anniversary comes up in two days. Never thought I'd be
Wow.
doing this. I actually was the biggest skeptic for network marketing. I thought it was a pyramid scheme. Ironic, right? Like I was that guy that thought the whole industry was a pyramid scheme and everybody else made money but the person who was working. Yet I learned the hard way that that was complete lie. That was fabricated in my mindset for many years. But what I've learned in this industry is you can impact so many people's lives that doesn't include the people that are on your team, that doesn't include the people that's in your company. You can impact people's lives because you're changing somebody's mindset, because people feel like giving up, people feel like quitting, and they go back to that. You hit it right on the money. They go back to sacrificing 40 hours a week. Add that up. That's thousands of hours a
40
year.
hours? Did you
40,
say 40?
40,
80,
yeah,
70? I mean, it's crazy. You
think
can't
about it.
pay your bills on
It's
40.
insane. But you know what you can't get back? All that time that's been sacrificed, you can't buy it back. Those memories you lost, you can't buy it back. The life you lost, you can't buy back. The one thing the wealthiest person on earth can never do is buy time. And the more you give your time to somebody else, the less you're giving it to those who genuinely deserve it. The more you give it to somebody else, guys, the less you give it to those who genuinely deserve it. And that is not my opinion. That is a fact. There's something that's amazing in our industry that you need to realize. If you're on the sidelines or the fence or watching this video saying, you know what, he's talking to me and you're struggling, you're not happy, you're looking at your Christmas time, vacation time and wondering, I actually have to ask somebody permission to take time with my family. And you're thinking about it, where you're at, and you're not happy, and you're not happy in your business. You got to ask yourself, am I giving it more? Am I giving this more? Am I doing more? 40 hours a week, guys, is nothing. That's time wasted when you can give this an hour, 2 hours a day, your job, this business that you work in, or you can invest in doing it. You can jump right in and say, you know what? I need this in my life because I'm not happy where I'm at. I can give this an hour a day. I can do this. And guys, I guarantee one thing that's going to happen. Not only will your life change, your whole future is going to change because it starts with you and it starts now. I joined December. Rick, I joined December, this business. That's the crazy part. When someone says like, oh man, December's not the good month, I joined it. And let me tell you, 5 years later, my whole world has changed. My wife's world's changed. My family's world's changed. My team's changed. Everybody's changed. And that's something that my job didn't provide. Nothing against jobs, guys. Been there, done that. It was something that I experienced and learned from. But at the same time, I learned that that is not where my future holds. That wasn't my happiness. Now I'm living in my happiness. When you pursue your dreams and you get to do what you love doing every single day, guys, that is living within not living within your means, aka job, but it's living within your dreams. That's how
Can you say
I
that
got
again?
on that.
Living within your what? Living what?
It's
Living
not
within your
living
what?
within your means, it's living within your dreams.
Ooh. So take them off the shelf. Take things off the shelf, those dreams, those hopes, those things that you wanted to do for so many years. It's time. And you don't have to wait for the first of anything. You don't have to wait 5 more minutes. You can decide right now and jump in. You could stand on the cliff and just say, I'm out, and jump. It's time for you guys to do this thing, man. I got to tell you, in my team, in my business, there are so many of the top earners started in December. So many of them, many of the millionaires started in December because people who want things. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter when. When you want things, and let me tell you, how many of you guys see a new phone and you get that phone the moment it opens? You wait online for that. You buy a phone that's $1,000 now, over $1,000 now, like this in an instant, just like that. You don't even think about that. But we just sit on the side watching, our future, our hopes and our dreams disappear one by one. It's never too late. This is I've been doing this for 4 years only, 4 years. I started in my 50s. I'm 54 years old. And I look vibrant and feel vibrant because I'm alive.
Yeah,
Working
there it is.
and doing something that you don't love is not living. It's not living, man. So, and I'm not saying that you can't do both, but find something you're passionate about, man. Aaron, let me ask you, in those 5 years, how many goals did you have for your family and what things did you get to do? Because here, I'm going to share two with you. Last month, because of this business, I got to take 15 people to Tony Robbins and change their lives. And that Tony Robbins has nothing to do with my business. It has to do with changing people's lives, making a shift in them. And more importantly, I got to take 20 people from my family to Disney. Full play. I paid for that. It's ridiculous. These are goals and dreams. How many of you want to do things like that? You take your family on a vacation. Instead, you stay on a staycation. Every year is a staycation. We're gonna stay home and we're gonna do this. And then when you stay home, somehow you still find time to work.
I agree.
That is
I
not
think
living.
no,
What things? What
you
things have
know,
you done?
oh man, honestly, I know it sounds crazy, and I'm definitely not trying to brag. I've lost count because of, during this journey, uh, this past year alone, we took our family to a Disney cruise, which was a dream come true. Like never thought we could afford a
Right?
Disney cruise. Took our team this past a few weeks ago to Destin, Florida for a leadership retreat. It was fantastic. I was blown away by just something like that. Like, hey guys, we're paying for the house, no worries. Things like that, like stuff like that you can't do. And like you just can't do it if you don't have the extra income. But one of the best, and not to try to get on the good side because sometimes my wife doesn't watch these videos, but was opening her own business. My wife's
I knew
own
you were gonna
business was
say
the
that.
best.
I knew
That
you were
I
gonna
mean,
say that. I
if
knew
there's
it.
any
I
goal,
knew you
if
were
there's
gonna say
any
that.
goal,
Oh,
it
that
has
smile
to
on
be
your face,
that.
people. Wait, stop for a second. Just look at that freaking smile on actually helping his wife achieve her goals, man. I mean, people, just live your life. Talk about it,
That
because
would
I
say
shop from it.
honestly
I
that
like the good stuff, by the way. Promote it on
that's the
here.
best.
Promote it.
That's the best business, the best goal we accomplished because it was more for her. Like when you get to do something like, and sometimes we're selfish. We get a new car and we're like, I did
Your
this for
volume
me.
went down.
Oh, did it? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
What about now? Can you hear me?
I mean, we can hear you. I just, maybe it's me. I don't know what happened. Maybe I
Yeah.
got too excited and yelled into the phone.
No, what I was saying is for me, a lot of times we get selfish and we accomplish our own goals and we're like, man, I got a new car. That's great. But when you can be able to look at your spouse or your significant other and say, what do you want? And they sit down and generally open up their heart, whether they want to walk away from their job or they want to, build a business, start a new business. And you say, I can support you. I want to help you. I want to do this with you. Guys, there's no better feeling. You talk about when my wife started her business and retired from her job and was able to focus on her goals and dreams, there is no better feeling. I cried when my wife was able to start this. Like I genuinely cried. Like all this that sacrifice, because you will make sacrifice in this industry to watch somebody else succeed and to see their goals and dreams become a reality. Oh man, you can't pay me enough for that. Like you cannot pay somebody enough to help somebody's goals and dreams, and especially when it's your significant other, become a reality, guys. It's much bigger than network marketing. It's bigger. It's life. How many can you sit down and say, look at your spouse and say, you accomplish your goals, you accomplish your dreams? Most of us can't because we don't think that big. We don't think outside that box, Victor. You said that box. We sit down in that box, we stay comfortable, and we stay secluded there. That was the biggest. It's on my vision board. The biggest goal was watching her
Let
open
me
her
add
boutique.
another one for parents out there. You know what I'm doing for my daughter. We went to Lauren Daigle concert, right? And who I love. She's just unbelievable. Her music is, she's the only Christian singer to be like #1 on Billboard, which is pretty freaking amazing, right? And so there's a chorus in January with her for 4 days with her, be in her chorus. And my daughter's a singer. This is what she wants to do. And two things. I was able to get that ticket for her to do. She's doing it, right? And the second thing is that I can take off of work and go be there. I'm not gonna miss these moments. My girl is going to acting school. She's doing some amazing stuff. She's in a full-fledged school that makes her happy. I'm her only parent, and and she's got shows and this, and I get to be there, guys. And this is because I made this decision 4 years ago to change
I
my
love it.
life, to take my life back and choose when I work, when I show up for my kids, when I go to the gym, when I want to sleep all day, whatever it is, I've decided to choose for me. And so we can't, at that moment, maybe struggling, some of us will struggle and give that to our kid, but to not be there because we have to work, because it's 4 days that we have to take off and they only give me 7. And so I got to, plan. No more of that for me. No more of that for me. I don't want to miss any moment that child has. I don't want to miss my dude. I don't want to. My other daughter's in Florida. I want to be able to go. I want to see my grandkids. I want to do what I can do. So it's so important, man. December is a month to remember, man.
I want to touch on that before we hop off. You said something that's so powerful right now that a lot of people, as parents, when you're kids, you teach your kids to ask for permission to do things, right? As parents, we make sure our kids ask for permission to do things. As an adult, you never want to ask somebody else permission for your life. And that is what this freedom provides. Like, think about it. You just said it right now. At a job, you got to ask permission to go to your kids' events or to go take off. That is asking somebody else permission for your life, guys. And think about that. How long do you want to do that? For 20, 30, 40 years? Ask somebody else, hey, can I do this because it's my kids? No, you can't. We need you at work. Sorry. You can ask somebody permission to take your kid to doctor, ask them permission to take off so you can see their event. Guys, think about what I'm sharing with you. How many times have you missed out on your kid's school event? How many times have you missed out on your kids wanting to go to a program, but you couldn't because you couldn't get off of work? You couldn't leave that job. How many times
Football
have you had to do that in your
piano.
life? Name it. You name it. Think about it. I go to my daughter's events and my son's events, and I see in the rooms half empty. And all those kids, and I bless their hearts, and it breaks my heart to see, they're looking around. Where's my mom and dad? They don't see them because they couldn't get off. How many times is that going to be you? Are you going to continue to miss out on your kids? I'm going to tell you something right now. Your kids remember one thing. They got what's called sticky memories. And those things that they remember are graduations and events, musicals, whatever the case may be, that will last a lifetime. Were you there? Did you show up? Or did you have to ask permission for somebody else for your own lifestyle? Guys, that's up to you. Change it.
Hey, I'm going to add something to that. I'm going to add that because we believe, right, that giving our kids all these things, that working hard and giving them those gifts and that, oh, you got to play baseball, you got to, is more important than what they see you do. I don't care how hard you're working and sending your kids to all these things, all they see you do is work all day and not be there. And that's what you're teaching your kids to do, is to just work all day and provide. But there's more to provide besides money. How about love and excitement and being there? Do you understand that? There's more than just monetary. Love to kids is spelled Time. Write that one down, man. Put a tattoo on you about that. Yep. Put a tattoo. Love is spelled Time.
I think they got us. I think.
Listen, man.
You can't even. You know what, man? Like right there to there. That's it. Like honestly, as a parent, that is it. Right? That's money, guys. Listen, that is money right there. That is love. Like my son's 9. My son's been doing this choir chorus thing, musical for the last 6 weeks. I've had to pick him up early every Tuesday and Thursday for the last 6 weeks. And this Friday is his school event. Friday at 2 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's some crazy time. And my son, he didn't care for anything else. And the only thing he asked me yesterday, he says, Dad, I was dropping him off. He goes, Dad, are you going to be there Friday? And I said, yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And he gave me this big old cheesy smile, gave me a hug. He's like, I love you, Dad. And that was it, guys. That is what they want. You think materialistic things are what kids want? No, they want your time because that's more valuable to them than anything that monetary can buy. There you go.
And if they see you working all day, that's what they're going to learn to do. If they see you loving on them and spending time with their kids, with them and your wife and being, around and traveling, that's what they're going to learn how to do, man. Teach your children well. Listen, party people. Aaron Aponte, follow this guy, man. He is no joke, man. I love this guy. He's amazing. He's a true leader. You know, he's a giver, and you know, he's got great information for you guys. Sometimes, you know, I feed you guys too every day, Mondays, 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Join me on my lives. But I'm gonna be doing 2 on Mondays. I'm gonna do my lives, and then probably at 9:30. I hope to have you on again, man. And hey,
Hey, brother,
I'll do the same for you. Let me know when you want me to go on your page.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And guys, if you're on my network and follow Vic, you're going to love it. You're going to love his energy, and you're going to love his dancing in the morning. It's going to get you pumped up. Get your arms raised. You got to get that pump going. Love it. Hey, Vic, man, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. And the bobblehead. All right,
peace out, everybody. I hope that this added value to you guys, man. We are so happy about sharing good information with people and just, you know, spreading love and talking positively about our business, you know. And one last thing, what's wrong with a pyramid? You know, you can't have this top part without the bottom part of the pyramid. I think it's one of the best structures in the world. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one. I'm gonna leave you with that, man.
I love it,
Take
bro.
care.
I'll talk to you. Bye.